to Ask the Answer this Monday evening. I hope you're all well. Are you all looking forward to your next bank holiday, which is next Monday? Well, I just need to tell you that I won't be here next Monday because I'll be away. So it will be the Monday after that. So just so you know, there will be no live Ask Anne next Monday. I will remind you through the show, just so you know. But thank you to everybody who's been sending in questions, and thank you to those of you who have come on and rung up and asked about, come on for a phone reading, should I say, because of the answer they've received with the question. Now, the exciting news is that you can now speak to me over webcam. How exciting is that? So you will have a choice now whether you can have the straightforward phone reading, or you can actually go webcam and talk with me face to face, do an hour of the reading face to face. So that is another new service that we're bringing to you, and extremely proud of it. I don't know anywhere else that doing that off the top of my head. So it's something new, exciting, and I know a lot of you like to see your psychic. So this gives you an insight into how we do it, how we're working. And also the added benefit is you get to see the cards that are coming out as we're doing the reading, because I like to hold my cards up. So you will get to see your cards. And, if you've had other readings, you might say, well, that card keeps coming up. What's that about? So you can ask the questions, yeah? So it's really exciting. So on each psychic's page, those that are going to do the webcam, it will have a little symbol. All you have to do is click on it, and it will click through to open the webcam to the psychic that's doing this, okay? So clear as mud. If you've got any questions, just speak to our customer service, but it's really easy to do. Right, tonight we've got lots of questions to get through, so I'm not going to dilly-dally. And the first question tonight is from Derek. So good evening, Derek. Derek's coming through the premium route, so he's got his question in and he's paid a little bit for it. And you can do that too. So he goes to the top of the queue, and there's a few others here that have done the same. So if you've got a question tonight that you want answering tonight, and I can't guarantee that I'll get through all of the questions, because at the last count there was at least 22, then, because I only have an hour, then why not look at the premium route and get your question answered quicker, and then you've got a quicker peace of mind, yeah? Or a better peace of mind, should I say. Right, okay, so Derek, good evening. How are you, darling? And Derek's asking, hi, Anne. Thanks for the previous readings. You're welcome. It's always my privilege to read for you all. This time, could you please see if there is any romance for me soon? Right, Derek, let's have a look. Is there any romance on the cards for you soon? So let's have a little look. This is interesting, okay. Let's get a few more cards out. Right. After past hurt with relationships, there is some kind of reunion or somebody coming back from the past. It also, the Lover's card also indicates to me that there will be two people. So, as you know, there's nothing for weeks and months, and then next thing you get two people stepping forward. There is a new emotional pathway coming in for you, because this Ace of Cups talks about joy, happiness, looking forward to some new loving emotions that are coming your way. And there's a sense here of you will be able to choose what you want. I do feel this person is of a very balanced nature, someone who is very agreeable, somebody who you can get along with. I do have somebody with dark hair coming in around you. I don't know your age. I'm going to say around about your age here. And I feel as if she brings a great deal of balance, and especially in a friendship. So that's one of the pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if someone from the past dropped a phone call or a text to you as well. Okay. So like I say, I've got two here. I'm making a choice. All right. I'm going to pull a love card for you. I'm just taking a look at what we've got. You have to excuse me. I've got some new glasses. Jumping about the words. Right. Okay. Oh my word. Right. Okay. So on one hand, we were talking about someone from the past. Well, this card, photographs, is all about memories. Okay. So that kind of, for me, feels like it backs up someone coming in from the past. This card, the Lovers, can indicate a twin flame. Okay. Because it's the card of Gemini. And I've just pulled another card and it says twin flame. You see that? And this card talks about and I said the balance, the be nice balance. This talks about the yin and the yang in the relationship, balance, union, and coupling up to each other. That's what it says, coupling. So I would say, yes, there is. And I feel that with this new energy coming in, it's giving you the opportunity to clear the past. So whatever's gone on before, where the past has been concerned, it's going to all melt away, and there's a new beginning for you. When? I've got within the next 6 months, okay? So these people should be in and around you. It may be sooner, it could be 6 weeks, it could be this next month, June. We've got the number 6 around it, okay? You know, this works. And I do feel there will be a lot of success with this person. I do feel she's very articulate, so I feel she's able to describe how she feels, what she wants, but not in a harsh way, Derek, you know, in a way that you understand, she understands you. So it's really, really nice. So I do feel there will be some romance. And I've just pulled you an angel card, and I've got Angel of Manifestation. So, you know, if you've been manifesting a little bit of romance this summer, then the angels are bringing it in as well. So all of this ties in very nicely. So I do feel that this is coming in for you. And put that lovely big smile on, Derek, wherever you go. And you will be simply irresistible. Okay? So thanks for sending in your question, and I hope that all makes sense to you. Right, okay, let's take a look at the next question, because we've got Margot. So good evening, Margot. How are you? And Margot's come through on a premium rate. And Margot is asking, is Joe, he's a Scorpio, going to reach out to me anytime soon, if at all? Will we meet up again? We're not talking right now. Thanks. Right, okay, Margot, let's have a look and see if Joe the Scorpio is going to reach out to you anytime soon, or even at all. So I'm just scanning my decks of cards, because I like to just feel where I'm drawn to, and I'm drawn over here. So let's have a look and see what we've got now. So Margot. Okay. I'm pulling more cards because there's a real good story going on here, so I need to get it straight for you. Right, okay. I feel that you will sense when this man is going to get back in touch and reach out to you, okay? The psychic lady here and being in control, to me, is all about you sensing your the energy of him coming in. Now, what makes me say that is, for me, this is the card, the man who comes back from the past, okay? This card usually for me comes out when somebody's in and out of the relationship, gone away, coming back. around you. Yeah. Now, I need to ask the question, is he coming back for romance? Now, I do feel as if there's a friendship starting again through the summer, which leads to more talking and especially discussing around partnerships. So, my question on behalf of you to the cards is this man's intentions committed? Well, it's certainly good news. Look at that, celebrating. So there's certainly good news there. Something you've been waiting for, a lot of talking. So I feel that due to past stuff between the two of you, there will need to be a lot of talking to set things right. But through that, you can successfully move your way forward. I'm going to pull you a love card and see what we've got. Right. If I go back to the last time he was around you, could he be a little bit possessive or a bit codependent on you? It's just that this is the card I've got. So I feel that's going back to the last time. But as I look at this time, what I've got? I've got the love card here. All right. The lady's holding a big heart with unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So I do feel it's going to be different this time, okay? And I do feel that you've both grown from the time you've had apart. So I would just say, I'll pull an angel card for you. There's something about this relationship coming in that will make you feel wonderfully free. How that sits with you, how that resonates with you, you will understand. But there's a sense of freedom coming in to blossom and grow, okay? So I will leave that with you. And thank you very much for sending in a question, Margot, okay? Right, let's have a look. Oh, wait a minute, we'll just clear the board of those questions and then I can see more questions. Right, the next person is Patricia. Good evening, Patricia. How are you? Right. And Patricia is asking, is my ex Nicola coming back to me romantically? Right, Patricia. Let's have a look and see. Is your ex Patricia? I'm going to use my holographic Rider-Waite deck for this. Is your ex Nicola romantically coming back to you? Let's have a look. There's a sense of you feeling very emotional when you look at this, looking back maybe over times you've spent together. Now, you've not put any star signs on there. So first of all, I've got a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean, and then I've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know which one is you, and I don't know which one is her at this point in time. But it does seem as if there is a lady around you, okay? And this would happen quite quickly, okay? So let me have a look and see. There is an indication here of commitment being made and a partnership being formed. So romantically it would suggest yes, but there is a certain amount of frustration here with something that's going on. Fortunately, it is the only negative card I've got, because what I've got coming back from that is the sense of stability, consistency between the two of you, and I've got a union. Okay? Now, what I will say to you, if she is neither of those star signs, then I have to say there's somebody else here. Okay? So all is not lost. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean. So if she's not one of those, there is somebody to come in quite quickly. and be around you and for a union and a relationship. So, but if she is, that's what I've got in front of me here. Okay. So, hope that makes sense to you, Margot. Thanks very much for sending the question in. Right. Okay. Let's have a look and see what else we've got now. We've got Deborah. Good evening, Deborah. Thank you for sending your question in. Deborah says, "Hi, what should I know about my relationship with David? Is it going backwards or forwards?" Right, okay, let's have a look and see. Your relationship with David. Is it going backwards or forwards? There seems to be a lot of memories there between the two of you. You've got the nostalgia card, so maybe you've been thinking over the good times that you've had. And this card talks about a sense of loss. Have I been robbed of time? Or have I been robbed of, investing my emotions in this person? Am I wasting my time? Yeah. But this is only a temporary thing. So this is a little bit sort of not doing much, right? So this is probably what's gone on. Lots of communication, new beginnings. Right. This would go for a bigger reading. So what I want to say to you is, I'm not moving forward at the moment. And I'm saying at the moment, immediate future. And I feel as I look at him, there's something with him that he's quite fed up, he's quite frustrated about his own situation, and he seems to be feeling a little trapped. So at the moment, it's still 50-50 because of the Wheel of Fortune. It could go one way or the other. So I always say in a situation like this, take the control, you take the reins, okay? If this relationship isn't serving you, then pull back, yeah, from it. But I feel as if it's a little bit 50-50 at the minute. Not clear just yet. I think you've got a little time to go. If you hang on in there, and it could be for about 3 months, then I do get moving forward. So if you're looking for something to move forward now, then I would say no, you're going to have to sit tight. So maybe pull back and be a little less available. Okay, thanks very much for your question. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the next question sent in by Lucille. Good evening, Lucille. And Lucille is saying, will I ever be with Kevin? If not, will I meet someone else? Right, so I'm bringing my Thoth cards. I don't think I've shown you these while I've been doing the lives. They are big cards. So let's have a look. Will I ever be with Kevin? That's the first part. Let's have a look. Let's see. Is what you do at the moment a lot of talking? Is it all talk, no action? It's hard work. I do have romance. Right, okay. Interesting. What I have here for you is, where Kevin is concerned, I'm a little bit sort of, I just want the leisure side. I just want to go out, want to socialise. I'm not getting that real commitment from him at the moment. Now, looking at this, I want to go to the summer, but I feel, what I feel I want to say to you is, I would give this person 3 months, okay? And then after that, if you want to give them that much, but I've got maybe giving them 3 months and then drawing a line under if he's not come back in. will you ever be in a relationship? A difficult question. That's a long time span. Yeah. It's not giving me a relationship anytime soon. Okay. So I think you may have to make the decision as whether you kind of stay around um, and hold a torch with this guy. So maybe give him a little bit of time, and then after that, time to move on. Let's have a look. I'm just having a quick look to see. Very slow. Very, very slow. Okay. But you have choices and free will, so it would be your decision as to what you do. Okay. Would have liked to have been a bit more clear cut, but that's how it's coming out at the moment. All right. Okay, so if you're sending messages in, then don't forget to, I don't need names, I just need either the date of birth or the star sign, and that gives me the energy then to go into more about them. Also, if you're watching the show and you've not sent a question in, you can send a question in. Below on the screen, it says all you have to do is text Anne with your name and your question to the number on screen, 077 00 152 500. Okay, it's as easy as that. So we've got Natasha next. So good evening, Natasha. And Natasha's saying, I'm going to view a rental property on Tuesday as I have to move urgently. Will I get it? Let's go back to the Thoth deck. Right, a rental property on Tuesday. It's tomorrow. Okay, let's see if we can give you some. Right, this evening, if you can, sit quiet, clear your mind, and view the property in your mind. You know, see the front door, okay? See the front door, see the keys in your hand, and see you just putting the key in, turning the lock, and going in and claiming the house. So energetically, visualize you being in that house. You obviously have not seen it yet, but just put your energy there. Send it before you. Ask your guardian angel to pave the way for there not to be any obstacles with this rental. Okay, let's have a look and see. Well, we've got good news. Okay, so good news is coming your way. Right. Give them, are they going to give, oh, success. I have a little bit of, I want to say yes, but this card is in the middle. So is there another person going? Because I feel as if there's another person going, but they may not turn up. But this is a male, okay? They may not turn up. If you had a male going with you, maybe they can't make it, but certainly it's a yes. So do a little visualization first. Clear the way, clear the energy, visualize putting your key in that door and claiming it. All right, lots of love. Right, next is Nicolette. Hello, Nicolette. And she's saying, hi, Anne. When are you seeing contact from the 2nd of the 1268? How's he feeling about me? That's Mr. Sagittarian. Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see. When is contact coming in from Mr. Sagittarian? Mr. Sagittarian is all in his head at the moment. He's not doing much. Right. I think you're going to be quite frustrated about it. I've got him 4. He's just not connecting with his heart with you at the moment. And I feel 4. So 4 days or 4 weeks. I feel you could be up to 4 weeks. It's interesting because there is some kind of offer coming in around you or suggestion, which brings harmony and success. And it could even take a little bit longer than that, right? So I'm going to pull a love card from the deck. Meeting and conversing over a coffee on a friendship level is what I've got. So how does he feel about you? He's not quite sure at the moment. He's really not quite sure. He seems to have kind of divided himself of all emotion. I'm doing this because I feel like there's a wall, you know. But he does come round. But let's see what goes on after this next month, all right? Because I feel as if there's movement there and start to move with him after the month. Okay, my darling, thank you very much for sending in your question. Now we have Julia, and Julia is saying, do you think it's fully over with Curtis? Can it go back to how it was when we first met? Right. Is it fully over with Curtis? Let's have a look and see. No, it's not. Look at that. You've got the lovers. Choices and decisions to make. Reconciliations, reunions. Okay. Work in progress. And then we've got the Chariot. And this is where the two of you are pulling together and focusing together on moving forward. This is July, okay? This is July. The Lovers is June. We've got 6 and 7, so 6-7 weeks. 6-month June, 7-month July is where all the action seems to be going off. And there's a lot of passion and a new start coming in here. So, no, it's not. Okay. Can it go back to how it was when we first met? That's your worry. Only with a lot of talking things through about how it made you feel, how you've grown, what you've realised. He has to do the same. So equal amounts of communication, of opening up and discussing your emotions and feelings together. All right, and then you can come back to how it first started. Okay, so we've got Keisha next. Right. Good evening, Keisha. Thank you for sending in your question. Keisha says, when will my noisy upstairs neighbours move? Can you give me time scale if you see them moving? Right, Keisha. Nothing worse, is there? You know, you can ask your guardian angel to ask their guardian angel to turn it down, you know, make less noise. Do they talk very loudly? Can you hear voices, or is it the shouting? Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see. Are they going to move? Ooh. Right. I feel as if you've either had a word, if you had a word with them, because I feel as if there's something to do with maybe that didn't go too well. Oh, nice. Right, Keisha. This card, Major Arcana, is all about this cycle that you're in with this chapter is coming to a close and feeling quite blessed, right? I have 3 Major Arcana cards out in a row. My word, look at this. The Death card. The end of a situation where we can close the door and it's gone, right? It's not telling me they're moving. There is a huge ending coming there. We've got this restriction as well. So I could say there's some kind of not being let in to the property. I have to choose my words a bit carefully here. and there's a big sorting out. Okay, so I'm just going to pull another card to see if there could well be a lady moving in. All right, I've got a single lady so far here. But there is a huge sorting out. How that comes about, we'll just hand it over to the universe, we'll surrender it. But it's not just a straightforward case of them leaving. There's something in, as if they're going to have to be made to move out. I'll put it like that. I think you get the gist. Right, okay, thank you, Keisha. Good luck with that. And now we've got Rahila. Hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for sending in your question tonight. Rahila says, can you tell me what Mohammed thinks of me? Both of us are getting married. Okay, Rahila. What does he think of you? Let's have a little look. Well, first of all, congratulations on getting married. Pity he's not telling you himself, yeah? So let's have a look and see. Okay, you are very different to the types of women he's known, maybe his mother, his sisters, whatever, yeah? Because the Tower card here is very different. So he's kind of not 100% certain of how you behave or how things work out because you are different, yeah? And that's good, right? This card tells us to do things slowly. So he is actually thinking of just slowly moving forward with his emotions towards you. Does a lot of thinking, about the situation. He must have long hair because he's talking about your hair. He loves your hair, loves your figure as well. But happy to move forward and build in this relationship. And he'll also bring opportunities to the relationship as well. So the first thing is, I think you're very different to the other girls he's met or his sisters or his family. And he's just trying to get used to that, but he doesn't know how to maybe express it. Okay. So have a lovely wedding. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got Alma next. Alma says, does my supervisor, Raphael, still have feelings about me? Are they strong? Does your supervisor still have feelings about you? I say it does. I still feel there's the essence of those feelings there. But be careful of illusion and confusion. So I feel the chemistry is still there, but there is an illusion or confusion in giving mixed messages. So be careful he's not giving you mixed messages to lead you on in any way, shape or form. Yeah, and then we've got having to deal with the fallout of that. So if he is flirting with you, if he is talking to you in a certain way, a romantic way or whatever, just be a little wary because I feel, I'm just looking to see. Yeah, there could be mixed messages here. So I would say just be a little bit wary. Yeah. Let him come to you if that's the case, right? Let him come to you. Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, okay, just to let you know, if you want to send a question in, you can either go to our website, which is www.asktheanswer.com, www.asktheanswer.com, and then go to our Purple's Heart members forum. And there you can pose your question for free, or if you want to get it answered tonight, because we're not here next week, then you can come in the premium way. You can pay, I think it's £3, and your question will jump to the top of the queue here tonight. Or alternatively, you can text Anne your name and your question to the number below screen. Okay. I will be logging on after this show, so about 8:05. I am going to be available for webcam readings, which means you will be able to see me do the reading and see the cards, which is a brand new service that they've introduced and launched today, which is so exciting. Does this mean I'm going into the AI chapter of life? I'm just laughing because probably my boss is going, no, Anne, no, it's not AI. But we're getting closer, yeah. It's actually me, not an artificial person. So great news about our launch today. So if you want to speak to me after the show, we can do it over webcam. All right. Right, let's crack on through these. So we've got Alma. Oh, we've done Alma. That's with Raphael. We've just answered that one. And now we've got Helen. Helen says, need spiritual guidance, or how do I stop blocking my blessings, or how to protect myself from the negativity of others? Right, okay. How you're blocking your blessings. So I am feeling that you are you have been open to receiving messages from spirit and your guides, but it's not coming through at the moment. There's several reasons for that. Difficult on a text because this would take me more than enough time to go through it all. How do I protect myself from the negativity of others? Okay. So protecting yourself from the negativity of others. I've just pulled over an angel card and look, I've got blessings. Which happens to be the word you've used in your text. Right, okay, so let me just have a look and see. Meditation. There you go. The angels are answering it for you. So, as far as blocking is concerned, deeper meditation, only do it for 15 to 20 minutes. You don't need to do it for any longer, okay? Peace and quiet, or join a circle where people meditate together, because usually there's more energy there and it can put you higher up. I keep getting there's something when I say I've got fear here, either you don't feel confident or something has happened which may have frightened you, which has made you kind of shut down a little bit and a little bit apprehensive. That's kind of what I get here. So we need to take that away, all right? As far as protecting yourself, one quick and easy way is to visualize, and anybody else who's watching can do this. We get a lot of negativity around us and it can get into our aura, yeah? People who come in and moan and whinge, toxic people, we call them, don't we? So in the morning before you go to work, take a couple of minutes and just visualize this beautiful black velvet cloak, okay? And visualize wrapping it around you and pulling the hood over. And we ask Archangel Michael to cloak us from the negativity of the day, protect us and keep us safe, yeah? Because you're empathic, so from the solar plexus, you can feel it. So the black cloak stops your energy from wandering out and being sucked into other people's drama. And two, it protects you from the other stuff coming in. There are other ways, which take me a bit longer, but that is the quickest I can think off the top of my head for you. The cloaking system, yeah, it's a brilliant thing. You can cloak yourself if you're out somewhere you feel a bit unsafe, but it is there to protect you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Maybe come through for a chat and I can take you further, because I do teach spiritual development, okay? But I love this. Blessings and meditation. Love it. Right, let's have a look and see. Let's just clear that. Right, so we've got Julie here. So she's put, Curtis and I had a big argument and we also spoke about the relationship, and he said he doesn't know what he wants and if he can do long distance. It's a long text. Said there was too much pressure on him from my side. He said he'd call me in a few days, so I think best to leave it until he does. You're absolutely right. Do you think the outcome will be bad? What will we have to say? What will he have to say for himself? What's he feeling about it all? Oh, bless you. Right, okay. So he's being honest, right? He can't take the pressure. He doesn't want to take the relationship any further. So the question now is back to you. He's put the ball in your court. Are you happy to slow this relationship down? Are you happy to have a long distance relationship? Are you happy to wait with no guarantee? So well, that's what he's done. He's thrown it back at you. So let's have a look in the cards and see, will it work? I mean, I do believe in long distance relationships, but they are hard work. Do nothing yet, the Hanged Man. Okay, so do nothing yet. Don't make decisions yet. Your intuition, your gut will tell you what's going on here. You're also thinking, have I wasted my time, with this guy? Do I continue because I've already put so many weeks and months into it? So, right, let's have a look and see. Is it going to work? There's a oh, God, love us again tonight. There's a reconciliation there. Okay. Do I see him finishing this? He's not going to finish it. What he's done is he's pushed it all over to you for you to make the decision. Do you still want to see him? Do you still want to continue seeing him? Okay. Because I feel if you said, no, I don't really want to continue, you'd say, well, fair enough, I've not got anything else I can offer you. That's basically what he's saying. So it's back to you. So take the reins and have a good think about what you want moving forward. All right? Lots of love and hope that makes sense. Thanks for your text. Okay, let's have a look and see who we've got next. Next is Mark. Good evening, Mark. Let me just have a quick refresh. Mark says, I am looking to see how the next 6 months to a year will pan out for me, both personally and professionally. I have been trying to make some positive changes since February, and I would like to know if they are going to work for me. Right, well done, Mark. Are there any positive changes coming through here? Let's have a look and see. Because the only thing we can change in any situation is ourselves, yeah? That's the only thing we've got control over. Ooh. This is coming out a lot. There's a lot of romance in the air. Look, we've got the lovers again. This is two things. So you've talked about professionally and personally. So that's the lovers, the two things. I do feel it's working. I do feel you're going to draw in more things, or more things being offered to you. Try not to worry about whether it's changing or not. You will know if it's changing or not because you will feel it. You will feel the energy shift. You will feel things are flowing. I usually work off, if something isn't coming your way, it's not meant for you at this time. So turn away and look somewhere else. And the same with changing. If experiments, you can try different things. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. In other words, walk away because there will be something that will work. But I do feel for you, Mark, things are starting to work for you. And I do feel, it feels as if this month you may have had a success with something, is what I'm being shown here. But I feel by the time we get to August, it does take time to shift energy and mindset and the way we do things. I feel by August, it will be very clear to you how you have changed things. Okay, so slowly do it, baby steps, and don't think of the end result. Think of each day. And if you take care of each day, the end result just comes in on its own, right? So lots of love and thanks for your question. Okay. Let's have a look. We've got right, we have Frances here. Hello, good evening, Frances. She says, I have no question. I'm completely open and thankful to whatever comes through for me. Oh, right, okay. Frances, let's have a look and see what we've got here. I'm going to pull an angel card with that kind of energy. Oh, right. I've got two things to go at here. So the first card here I've got is of the Angel of Playfulness. So Francis, it's saying things have been a little bit sort of not as happy, not as fun-loving as they should be around you. The angel is asking you to make some time to have some fun, okay? Sit on a swing when you go for a walk, you know, laugh more, act daft more. It's that real childlike play to take your mind off things, okay? And I've also got focusing. I've also got then focus on the playfulness here, all right? Playfulness and taking you out of responsibility for a while and hold on to your dreams. Now, the other thing I've got here is, and I know you can't answer it, but I do feel the strong presence of a man who's passed over in spirit around you. I feel fatherly, so I don't know if this is father or grandfather, but I am on a male side of the family. And I do feel that these two men, well, there must be two men because I'm saying two men, these two men have been around you, protecting you as much as they can. And would you understand where one of these men was quite disciplined, maybe a little stern on the surface, but not when you got underneath. And I feel as if I've got to put boundaries in. So I don't know if you've had a problem with people taking too much of your time or overstepping the boundaries, because that's the feeling they bring in. And as I'm talking about them, they get stronger and stronger. So I do feel a lot of strength being sent to you from Spirit World by these two gentlemen. And I do feel there's a lot of love coming in here as well. I need to give you the initial S, which connects into a name, okay? But I will just say they're around you and sending you lots of love, okay? Thank you. It was very strong, Francis, so, and because you just left it wide open, it all came in, yeah? Love it. Okay, let's have a look and see who's next. We have Teresa. So Teresa says, I spoke with you previously about my ex-husband, Richard. He's a Pisces, we both are. And I rekindling. At the time when we spoke, I told you it felt as though we were becoming distant. It now feels as though it has gotten from bad to worse. We've been bumping heads non-stop for about a month now currently, and we've had no communication for the past 2 days as a result of an argument. At this point, I am lost and I don't know if I should just let this go or is it just a phase we're going through and it's worth holding on to for a more solid future. Do you know what I get with this? This feels like a power struggle. I need to say that there is something fundamentally wrong on the belief system. So when I say wrong, but I'm feeling fundamentally there is one believes in this, the other believes in this, and it's not helping the situation, yeah? But I also feel it's a kind of a vying for, it's ego vying for control is what I've got. I want you to do it this way. No, I'm not doing it that way, but I need you to do it this way. It should be done this way. We've lost the compromise, yeah? So I feel the only person that can make that decision is you, right? So I feel there is something fundamentally, basically wrong. That's why the arguments are coming in on what we believe in, yeah? But isn't it better to walk away now and not later down the line? I'm going to pull you an angel card for this. See? Balance. So the angels are calling for balance. So there needs to be, again, boundaries. There needs to be compromise and integrity here. If you both love one another, that's the first thing you need to establish. Are you both in this with the love? Then you need to achieve the balance of pull and push. And I feel it's a battle of wills and a battle of egos going on. Okay? So it needs further discussion. All right, my lovely. You take care. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. Now we've got Hosea. I hope I said that right. I feel John is my twin flame and can sense and pick up on his energies and feel he can do too. Do you have a time frame for when John will connect through Facebook and then ask me out? Okay, let's have a look. So you feel you've got a really good chemistry, a really good connection with John. So we need to have a look and see, is it going to stretch out through Facebook and then take me out? I could have done with, if you've got a question like that, just to give you some guidance, I can always look at John. So you need to give me a star sign and I can give him a rundown of his personality, where he's at emotionally and mentally at the moment. So let's have a look and see. Will he connect through Facebook? Will he ask you out? He will. We've got power. So this is when he takes control, right? So he's not in control at the moment. So he will, but I still have to say I've got about 4 weeks. And then I do have the Two of Cups, a union. He's quite well, I'll tell you now, John is quite a morally traditional man. He's somebody that he doesn't do things half-heartedly. When he's in it, he's in it. There's no half measures with him. And there is a new pathway for him here. He feels morally and ethically very sound here as well. But your job here is to sit back and continue to just hold on. I don't know if you've got a child or he's got the child. I do have a child around here. But I also want to say, I don't feel he likes drama. So the least drama or the least things, you know, I want uncomplicated, simple things around him. But I do feel yes to both of those questions is what's coming through tonight. Okay? Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, okay. So I'm just going to take a quick look because I know I've got lots of questions here. I'm not going to get to the end of all the questions this evening. So if you want your question answering, and I'm just being really honest with you here, then represent it through the premium line, okay, if you desperately want an answer tonight. Because I won't be here, don't forget, won't be here next weekend because it's Bank Holiday Monday. Another 3 in a month. Great. Shelley. Good evening, Shelley. And Shelley's saying, can you give me a reading for the next 6 months regarding love and home? Right, Shelley, let's have a look and see. Love and home, Shelley. Let's have a look and see what's coming out for you. Regarding love and home. Gosh. Right, the lovers. Important decisions to be made over the next 6 months, okay? So, here, around your home, there you go, okay? You're not quite sure where you're going, there's been some drama, but you have the strength to sort things out. You seem to be sailing away from difficulties over the next 6 weeks, which is good news, and you seem to be back in control over the next 4. So this is telling me that you haven't really been in control where love and home is concerned. But it does come in, although things can be very frustrating around you. I do have harmony and balance here, but I also have something official to sign, legal papers of some description. Right, suggestions being made and successes coming because of it. So where love is concerned, someone is offering up or making a suggestion to you, but there's success with this, right? Let's have a look and see. You're talking about love. There are two men here. So one of them feels fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe the main person. But there's also someone coming back from the past, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So when I started with the lovers, I'll finish with the lovers because that'd be a choice between two men for you, okay? And some important decisions to make around the home as well as your love life. All right. Obviously, for more insight, you can come through for a reading. I'm going to be logged on from 8 o'clock on, 8 actually, tonight. And also, if you want to do the webcam reading with me so you can see your cards, then I'm doing the webcam reading too. And I'm on till 9 o'clock. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. Next. Oops. We've got, with Shelley, we've done, okay. So many questions coming, you see. So I'm just going to, the next one is Joe. Hello, Joe. And Joe is saying, hi, can you see what's coming up over the next few weeks regarding love, please? Still have no connection. Unblocking me with the Pisces. Oh, still have no connection because still have no connection. Unblocking me with the Pisces, who I've had a 9-year relationship with, and we always get drawn back together. I ended it, although he drives past where I work. Big question. Right, let's have a look and see. I'm just scanning the cards to see where I should go with this. I'll go over here with the holographic cards. I'm going to pull a card as well. One of the love cards. There you go. It says it all, doesn't it? Karmic relationship. Can't live with you, can't live without you. Right, okay. Letting go. And learning from the experience. So next few weeks, what's going on? Well, it's coming back in again. Look. It's coming back in again. And it's all lovey-dovey again. Okay? So, but we've still got drama. He's keeping an, you've said, haven't you? I've got keeping an eye on you. So, and you said he's driving past. So yeah, he's keeping an eye on you. 6 weeks, there's a victory around this. Okay. So the question I would ask, going back to all this, we want happiness and contentment. The question I would ask going back to all of this is, what do we have to do? If this is a karmic relationship, we're meant to be together, but it's not working out smoothly. What do we have to change? What do we have to do to actually get that? Yeah. So that would be what I would ask. So thanks for your question. Right, we have Kinga. So good evening, Kinga. And we have, hello, I hope you are well. Will I find love? Will I have a successful career? Big questions. That's a reading, Kinga. Let's have a look and see what comes out, because we only have a limited amount of time to answer. And I'm just going to go on. Right, I'm going to see if I can get to the end of this, which will be good for clearing the board. Will I find love? Will I have a successful career? Wanting security. You will find love. Look at that happy home. Okay. To actually work out a time frame, I'd say within 2 years. Okay. And will I have a successful career? There needs to be a big sorting out around your career, but I do have balance coming in. Not an easy thing, and you may have to take on more skills to get this level of success that you're looking for. Not quite at the moment. That's not saying being successful, but that's just saying at the moment. You need to rely on your intuitive self and not waste time where your energy isn't being productive. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay, we've got Laurie next. Hi, Laurie. And I've got time for these next two. Laurie says, I have been presented the opportunity to apply for the job of assistant head teacher. Oh, bless you. In the school that I work, do you think my application has a chance of success? The school that I work in faces many challenges. Do you think that I would be able to cope in such a position? Right, okay, let's have a look. First of all, can you cope with such a position? There's the drama. Yes, I do think, because I think you're guided by your morals, okay? This card is of the headmaster, okay? So this is your moral judgments, your moral code, your belief system, and adhering to those rules, work. Yes, there are moments of frustration here, but there is an offer on the table, and 6 weeks sees success. So I feel, do you know what? Go for it, my dear. And I do feel you would be able to cope with it as well. But go for it. Okay, lots of love. Right, and the last text now is Natasha. Natasha says, now that I have submitted my letter of interest for the leadership post, how will my meeting go on Wednesday with my boss? I'm just trying to... That's it. Is there anything I should worry about? Right, so how is your meeting next Wednesday going to be with the boss? Is there anything you need to be aware of? Can't say much more than that, can I? Look, it's the Three of Cups. Giving yourself a pat on the back, time for celebration, jubilation, and the partnerships and moving forward. I don't have any negativity around this. Don't allow your own negativity to creep in. But I do feel that you will have a lovely day and you will get out of it what you need. So set your intentions, set your goals, set your bar high. You've got the intention cards of angels, okay? Right, okay, so I have cleared the board. That's 22, 23 texts tonight. Remember, we're not here next week because it's a bank holiday. I'm not here. But you can continue to send your questions in. I will be logging in if you really resonate with what I've spoken about earlier with your answers to your questions, then you can get hold of me either by a straightforward telephone reading or via the webcam. It will be intelligent to you, okay? So from me to you, it's lots of love. Have a fabulous weekend off.